Assalamualaikum teman-teman. Ya, ini adalah cuplikan live terakhir dari pembalap kita ini, nomor 32, Kiandra Ramadipa. Ya, ini cuplikan pertandingan balap Eropa Talent Cup teman-teman. Ya, ini Kiandra nomor 32 nih. Pertek bos, mantap. Ya, buat teman-teman yang belum bantu subscribe, silakan subscribe. Jangan lupa like-nya. Terima kasih. Selamat menyaksikan videonya. Gaskeun.
As we say, actions speak louder than words. He's up inside the top 5 at the moment, and he sits waiting for an opportunity. Of course, we may have a back marker coming into play as well in this final lap. So a completely new challenge for this field as they come towards the final sector and make their way into what's known as the high school complex, into the braking zone once more. And Alvaro Lucas, his bike's on the move underneath him, but he does get it stopped. He gets it turned and gets it out towards the final chicane now. Tricky to make a move through the final chicane, but it's all on your exit as we enter the final lap. Longarella leads from Ramadipa with Lucas in third, Cano in P4 and Bahosa in P5.
It's going to be a very tense final lap. We've got Cano looking for a remarkable bit. Ramadipa through turn 4, that looked like taking the lead. Obviously, that will change on the run into turn 5.
Yeah, and the break is at turn 5, you'd think. One or two moves still to be made. Ramadipa, though, has the inside line. Heavy on the brakes. It is Cano who was bravest. As now we continue our battle. We continue our run with, I'm sure, a little bit of enjoyment, but right now it'll be mainly nerves as Cano, a save, and then he is down. Cano, he lost the front. He tried to save it, and when saving it, it brought him back into the middle of the circuit. So number 1 is down in race 2. Ramadipa leads with Lucas. It's just them two at the moment. There's a slight gap to the rest of the field. That's Longarella, who has crashed. Your champion can change in a blink of an eye, as this race is going to go down to the wire once more. It's last lap time, it's last sector walk off as Ramadipa leads with just 2 corners remaining. Ramadipa is going to win race 1 of ETC, celebrates over the line, and it is going to be the 32 in P1. What a finish, what a result. Alvaro Lucas. Of course, number 7 of Borelli will take the final spot on the podium. Bahosa in P4, Gabarini P8. And of course, for your championship leader, what could have been a solid ride, and now he's going to have all that work to do again. Ramadipa, though, does win 3rd in the championship now. For him, 60 points to his name on the Honda Asian Dream Racing Junior team. Of course, part of the junior talent team is Ramadipa. And what a result it has been. It's been a long time coming, that is for sure. As Alvaro Lucas missing out by less than a 10th. He'll be disappointed, but he'll go back to the drawing board because he knows that a good result is on the card. P2 is still a good result, but being that close to victory has got to hurt just a little. Borelli takes P3, Bahosa P4, and there is Borelli celebrating the Italian, absolutely loving every single bit of this cooldown. So they sit at the side of the track as our riders enter Park Fermi. That is going to be Ramadipa celebrating the win with his team and with his teammate actually at the moment. An unforgettable day, that is for sure. P1 for the 32. And of course, 25 points added to his championship tally. European Talent Cup, they will be back out later on this afternoon for another race. So 50 points up for grabs for the ETC this weekend. As P1 just checking his team, it definitely was, as celebrations now begin down in Park Fermi, where of course we'll be able to hear from him once he speaks to Jack, once he has a moment to reflect on exactly what has happened. it's going to catapult him up in the championship standings. And is this going to be the start of things to come? 60 points now to his tally, as we said, and up into third in the championship. Of course, just a 9-lap race. Lucas Brown as well down there celebrating. Lucas will... As the shades come off for the celebrations, for the pictures that are now taken.
Race, but for Ramadipa, it was victory as the podium celebrations begin here in Magny Court. Of course, the team member will be first on the podium to collect the trophy for the team before the riders make their way out. It will be, of course, first person out being Borelli in P3 before Alvaro Lucas. A little point to the sky for him in P2. And then Ramadipa, P1 now for him. What a result it is for the entire junior talent team. Tricky conditions, a reduced race, as well as the president of the National Speed Commission once again hands out the team podium trophy. Borelli receives his trophy now, and the rain is falling here in Magny Court. It could be a different story in race 2 as Alvaro Lucas. Another point to the sky for him as Ramadipa prepares for his moment in the spotlight. And that is P1. That is victory for Ramadipa. So the Indonesian national anthem truly coming down now, but I don't think that's going to concern the ETC riders just yet. Of course, they will be back out for the race 2. Who knows? It could be a wet race. Can it be Ramadipa making it 2 from 2? We're going to have to wait and find out. What a race we had. It was another instant classic. But now as we take a